and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, Lex. Yeah! Look at that!
Ever felt like you were witnessing something truly special? Something that made you stop and stare in amazement? Well, imagine being Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White walking into the gym and seeing this. Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull, already known for their dedication, were pushing themselves to the absolute limit. Fans are buzzing about the upcoming 2025 WNBA season, and these two are clearly on a mission to elevate the Fever to a whole new level. But what exactly did Stephanie White see that left her jaw on the floor? And could this be the secret ingredient to unlocking even more playing time for Lexie Hull? Let's dive into this because it's more than just off-season workouts, it's a statement. We all know Caitlin and Lexie clicked last season, right? Those rookie season vibes were strong, but after the season wrapped, things went a little quiet apart from some fun social media banter. So what were they really up to? Well, Caitlin Clark, in true superstar fashion, has been laser focused on her game, working tirelessly behind the scenes away from the spotlight. Meanwhile, Lexie Hull, she's been busy making history, fresh off a championship win with her Rose BC team in the inaugural Unrivaled season. Talk about momentum. This combination, Clark's quiet dedication and Hull's championship pedigree, it's like they've both been individually forging themselves into even stronger players. And now, with the new WNBA season practically around the corner, the Fever are back in the lab, grinding, honing their skills, and hungry to smash their previous record and make a real playoff impact in 2025. Are you ready to see what they're cooking up?
All right, we are back with another weight room lift. Here we go. Oh, the girl is strong.
Lexie's wearing a stupid little outfit.
Cute. Yes, hit it. Hit it.
Do I look strong?
Yep, you do. Yeah.
There we go. I can get my chocolate.
Break time. Bill. Bill. What?
And when I say back in the lab, I mean doubling down on the lab. The Fever aren't just aiming to improve their record, they're talking about a deep playoff run, pushing past that first round. To make that happen, they've brought in some serious veteran firepower, players with championship rings, and Fever fans, they are hyped. The excitement is palpable. And seeing Lexie Hull, Caitlin Clark, and the rest of the team putting in this offseason work, it's just fueling the fire. Is this the year the Fever truly ignite? Seriously, the Fever fanbase has been in overdrive during this offseason, and it's all thanks to glimpses like this. Videos showcasing the team's dedication and unity. And it's not just general team hype, there's a particular buzz around Lexie Hull. Why? Because fans are seeing something special in her off-season grind. Could this be Lexie's breakout year? But it's not just the fans losing their minds with excitement. Someone else was completely blown away by what they were seeing. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White herself. Think about that for a second. The coach, the person who sees these players every day, the one with the highest expectations, she was stunned. What does that tell you?
Now by Xander Lucini. Some good length on the perimeter on Caitlin. That is a tough pass! And somehow she got it in. Man.
And stunned isn't an exaggeration. Stephanie White wasn't just mildly impressed, she was genuinely amazed by everything she witnessed in this training session. She's been vocal about how impressed she was from the very first moment she saw Lexie and Caitlin working together. What exactly is it about this duo that has the coach so excited? White didn't hold back with the praise, calling the Clark-Hull combo the best. High praise, right? She emphasized the synergy, saying, "There are so many things they do well right now." And she pointed out their incredible growth throughout last season. Think about it. From the beginning of the season to the end, the improvement in their on-court connection was undeniable. And then she dropped this bomb. White believes this duo could be mentioned alongside the greatest point guard post player combinations in basketball history. Is she right? Could we be witnessing the beginning of a legendary partnership? The high praise kept flowing. Coach White, with her Connecticut coaching background, highlighted just how coachable both players are. She emphasized their hunger to be coached, that relentless drive to be pushed beyond their comfort zones, just like the true legends of the game. And the training video? It's gone viral. Fans are eating it up. One fan joked, "Lexie is getting serious after her Florida vacation. Is this vacation transformation real?" Another fan chimed in, "Been waiting for this to drop. They get it. The anticipation is real." This fan continued, "If LH can confidently take the shot, she will be a force to be reckoned with, especially coupled with her DO hustle." Exactly. Imagine a lineup with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexie Hull all hitting shots and pushing the pace. Explosive, right? Another fan highlighted Clark's work ethic. "That is why CC is on another level. I swear she lives in the gym." It's becoming a legend, isn't it? Clark's gym rat reputation. And they added, "Also glad Lexie is getting work." It's a team effort and fans are seeing it. And a final fan summed it up perfectly. "We are so back. Simple, powerful, and full of hope." Are you feeling the fever yet? The fans are undeniably hyped about Clark and Hull's commitment, but as the season looms, a crucial question hangs in the air. Can Stephanie White truly rely on Lexie Hull to deliver consistently on both ends of the court for the Fever in 2025? It's one thing to see off-season workouts, but can it translate to game day performance? That's the million-dollar question.
Thank you. I would say that's kind of my role.
Respectful.
That's kind of, a reason that I'm out there is to try to make an impact defensively. And I know I was undersized going against VB. And so trying to just be as active as I could, get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. Only done.
Let's look at the evidence. Towards the end of last season, Lexie Hull started putting up some seriously impressive numbers. Remember that Fever surge after the Olympic break? They went on a tear, clinching a playoff spot. Caitlin Clark was, of course, incredible, but the role players stepped up big time, and Lexie Hull was a major part of that. She's been steadily improving since her Stanford days, where she won a championship in 2021. Last season, she emerged as a legit shooter, becoming a vital piece alongside Clark. In fact, after that dominant win against the Dallas Wings, even Caitlin Clark was publicly singing Lexie's praises. That's high recognition from a superstar teammate. Is Lexie Hull finally coming into her own?
To a Lloyd, can't hit the jumper. Clark ends up with a rebound. Clark, what a pass, hit stride, and Hull lays it in. Traffic finds Hull, lays it in.
And it wasn't just Clark noticing. Lexie's hard work solidified her place within the team. Midway through last season, she'd earned the respect, admiration, and genuine friendship of her Fever teammates. Team chemistry is crucial in the WNBA, and Lexie Hull is clearly a key part of the Fever's positive locker room environment. But how does that translate to playing time and on-court impact? Okay, let's be real. Lexie Hull's playing time did take a hit after Clark arrived last season. That's the reality of a superstar rookie joining the team. But even with reduced minutes, she's still considered an integral part of the Fever's team and their culture. It's about more than just stats, it's about what she brings to the team as a whole. But can she elevate her role in playing time this season?
Down on the man, feeding Hull, 4 straight points for Lexie Hull. Hull is just on the move. Hull, a league low, 4.5 minutes per game through week 1. Getting the call early in the first for Rose.
Here's a stat that might surprise you. Fever guard Lexie Hull was leading the WNBA in three-point shooting percentage after the Olympic break. Let that sink in. She's not just a role player, she's a lethal shooter from beyond the arc. That kind of spacing is invaluable in today's WNBA, but is shooting alone enough to guarantee playing time on a team with so much offensive firepower?
This quarter for Phantom to cut the deficit.
Gray, fed, got it out to Hull, 3, good!
During the offseason, Lexie Hull wasn't just chilling, she was in Miami competing in the inaugural season of Unrivaled with Rose Basketball Club. She played in 14 games for the champions, Rose. She averaged solid numbers, but more importantly, she gained valuable experience and kept her competitive edge sharp. This wasn't just about staying in shape, it was about honing her skills and preparing for the Fever season. Did this unrivaled experience give her the edge she needs?
So fans got their wish, and Lexie Hull got more run for Rose BC in Unrivaled. And it worked out well for them. It worked out well for them. Lexie played extraordinarily well, very well, does the things that she does well, did the things that she does well, and helped them get a win. And she got Rose recognition as a result. She was the Rose of the game. And you know, Lexie does the things that don't show up in the box score, which was pointed out by the coach after the game, actually.
Lexie's unrivaled stint wasn't just about stats, it reinforced her value to the Fever. With offensive juggernauts like Caitlin, Kelsey, and Aaliyah, who can drop 30 points any night, Lexie's role isn't about scoring, it's about defense. And that's where she earns her spot. Let's be honest, neither Caitlin nor Kelsey are known for being defensive stoppers. The Fever need perimeter defense, and Lexie provides that. Points might be the least important metric for her position on this team. What the Fever desperately need are a perimeter defender and a rim protector. Is Lexie the answer to at least half of that equation?
That was great. She had a great night, but that was a great moment. Definitely was going off, and it's, for me, the best part about playing. And I feel like in that moment, I definitely frustrated her, so.
And I just wish people would enjoy what we're seeing here. Nice block, Lexie Hull.
Yeah, people think Lexie Hull is like, just a shooter in the corner.
Lexie Hull is a solid defender, and her three-point shooting stretches the floor, creating space for her teammates. In a perfect world, are there better players for that role? Maybe, but those players aren't magically appearing on the Fever roster. And realistically, any trade for a star player would likely involve Lexie in the package. This sentiment perfectly captures the current excitement around the Fever. It's not about perfection, it's about maximizing the talent they have. And Lexie Hull is a valuable piece of that puzzle. Are you starting to see her importance to this team? As the Fever gear up, the buzz is about more than just their return to the court. It's about the changes. Lexie Hull herself has spoken out about the roster shakeups and her first impressions of new head coach Stephanie White in an interview with reporter Scott Agnes on the Fieldhouse Files. When asked about her new teammates and coach, Hull sounded genuinely excited, and that's key. Lexie, along with young stars like Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, has a golden opportunity to learn from the veteran players the Fever brought in during the offseason. Is this the perfect blend of youth and experience to propel the Fever forward? With the Fever reloading for a deeper playoff run, the big question remains: where exactly does Lexie Hull fit into this new-look squad? Will her defensive grit and championship experience make her indispensable? Or will she have to fight for minutes in a more crowded lineup? She might not be the flashiest player, but her effort and floor spacing are crucial. Ultimately, her shooting and defensive energy should secure her a spot in the Fever rotation. But will it be a starting spot? A key role off the bench? That's what we're all waiting to see. For more updates, you can always check out fever.com.
Huck using her size to get inside. Hillman comes and help. Here's Lexie Hull, who does what Lexie Hull has been doing here out of the Olympic break. And another turnover. And Clark beats the pack back.
That was Lexie Hull.
With game day approaching, Coach White has acknowledged there's still growth ahead for the team, but she believes the pieces are in place to chase that elusive second championship for the franchise. Is this the year the Fever finally bring home the title again? The optimism is certainly there.
Most it's home. I mean, this is a franchise and the Indiana Fever, Indiana Pacers that's in my DNA. Grew up in Indiana, played in Indiana, played with the franchise, of course, a part of the franchise when we won the WNBA championship. And secondly, this young, exciting roster. You think about a generational player in Caitlin Clark and back-to-back Rookie of the Years with Aaliyah Boston. Kelsey Mitchell, I think, had the best year of her career. It's just an exciting roster. What an outstanding moment we have in women's.
Stephanie White has been discussing her experience working with key players. She admits she hasn't had extensive time in the gym with everyone yet, but she emphasizes that the weeks leading up to the season will be crucial for building those player-coach connections. Scott Agnes pointed out that even without formal practices, White is making the effort to connect with players individually. It's about building relationships and trust before the official season even begins. Is this personalized approach the key to unlocking the Fever's full potential?
She's around.
It's basketball right now, and to come back and be a part of it in my home state with my home franchise, it's just a unique opportunity, and I'm so thankful and grateful for it.
Have you spoken, I'm curious, to Caitlin, and what was that conversation, if you can share any of that?
Yeah, I spoke with Caitlin last night, and I think just overall excitement. You know, I have been watching Caitlin play since she was an 8th grader, when I was coaching at the college realm and covering her games in college, and just an exciting time for me.
And about those workouts, Agnes mentioned that Stephanie White's player training relies on a key element: personal connection, not formal agreements. Coach White is clearly invested in keeping her players close and engaged. She's even been collaborating with the previous coaching staff to ensure a smooth transition and consistent strategies. It's a team effort, even behind the scenes. Is this level of dedication going to make a difference on the court?
You're gonna know what to prepare for. You know, you can't just run pick and roll the entire game. You can't just give Caitlin Clark the ball and say go the entire game. I mean, you can. It'll work to a degree. But when you play the better teams and when you go through a long season, you're going to want some versatility. And you're going to want to not to run her into the ground. That's another aspect of it. Not only does playing her off the ball more give her a chance to get some easier buckets, rest, because you play her off the ball, she might be able to catch and shoot, get a wide open 3. She might be able to move, relocate, and get a wide open shot, or get the ball when the defense isn't zoned in on her because she's coming off the action, gets it, they're not prepared, she goes. Now again, she's gonna have the ball, she's gonna be the decision maker, she's gonna have the ball 85% of the time. just a number I'm making up. But you ever watch the Golden State Warriors play? Steph Curry goes off the ball at times.
Agnes revealed that Lexie Hull and Aaliyah Boston are among those training with Coach White. While the full extent of who else is involved isn't clear, we know that these two key players are getting that valuable one-on-one time with the new head coach. And White herself? She couldn't be happier to be back in Indiana, back in her roots. That passion for Indiana basketball, could that be contagious for the team? Caitlin Clark and the Fever are clearly determined to make a splash this season, and Indiana native Stephanie White is committed to improving the team's communication, performance, and overall record. So the final question, will the Indiana Fever make a successful comeback and dominate the 2025 WNBA season? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Are you in on the Fever hype train? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more WNBA updates.